there everybody, Matt O'Ree back here with you once again. Welcome back to Mob on TV, the official YouTube channel of the Matt O'Ree Band. Hey, if you haven't clicked subscribe yet and joined the Mob family here on YouTube, please do so now. Also hit that little bell icon down below, that way you'll get all the updates every time we upload new videos. And thirdly, if you dig this kind of stuff, amps, speakers, pedals, guitars, give us some thumbs ups on the videos if you like them. All these things help me to continue to keep making more videos and bringing them to you. So I hope you've been enjoying this week of the Geartorial. We're back today with a pedal from Electro Harmonix called the Lester K. And this is a Leslie simulation pedal. Now, I explained yesterday with myself, I have to take myself away from what I like the most, which is usually the original kind of OEM equipment. So the original Univibe, the original Vox Collide Wah, Trainwrecks, the original Celestion speakers, so forth on down the line. And if you haven't seen it, I did a whole video on my Leslie, my own Leslie. It's a 45 model from 1959, and I modified it to have 2-speed operation. Check out the video because this is what this pedal is trying to simulate. And Electro Harmonix makes great pedals, and of course Mike Matthews of New Sensor and making tubes that we're all using nowadays too, unless we're still running vintage tubes, which some of my amps I do. But it's nice to have newer tubes where I don't care about them as much and I can burn them out on a tour and not have to worry about blowing through too much money. But the pedals that they make some really interesting stuff, and the Lester K is another one of those great pedals that they make. So the simulation of the Leslie speaker cabinet, really difficult to do in a pedal form because the real Leslie is physically pushing air. And you can't do that with a pedal. The closest thing I've heard is Warren Haynes', he uses that old Hughes and Kettner Rotosphere. And I've tried that particular pedal with Trainwreck gear and it didn't work out so well. Very noisy pedal. But when Warren uses it, it sounds fantastic. And I'm envious because Warren got it to sound great and he doesn't have to drag around the Leslie. But leave it to me to be the nut job that likes to do that too. So let's jump into it. Let's hear how the Lester K sounds. Again, if you missed my Leslie video, you can listen to that and compare it to the pedal and see how close it's coming. For those of you who don't want to break your back with a Leslie and buy a pedal. So same rigmarole, Stratocaster, Les Paul, here we go. So what did you think? In my opinion, I liked it when I got into more of that overdrive tones, that the pedal still, the quality of the effect was still there. In a real Leslie, when you start to get into heavier overdriven tones, the drivers in the Leslie, the upper drivers, or driver for most people's stock Leslie, mine has a pair of drivers. It doesn't really like to see that all that much, although it does work, but it has a sort of a unique sound to it. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. I kind of like the Leslie a little bit better on cleaner settings, but with this pedal, you can achieve more overdriven tones and still have that clean Leslie effect. So definitely pretty cool. Of course, you know, Electro Harmonix boxes are built great. The fast, slow, and brake mode of the switching device I think is great. Definitely a cool pedal to check out. I'm sure you'll have different results with your amp too, but I do dig it. So thank you, Electro Harmonix. Check out their website. I'll put that in the link below. Check out our website, mattoreband.com. Any thoughts or suggestions, don't be afraid to email me at info@mattoreband.com. Hey, we're going to see you again soon with more Geartorial stuff. I believe that leaves us into next week. I have a whole slew of vintage pedals and a rack unit that's super cool for next week. You don't want to miss next week if you're a vintage guy. Even if you're not a vintage guy, just to hear some of these tones, the stuff really sounds great. So stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you then.